Yeah, it's gonna be a short day today. I woke up late. I got off on time yesterday. Exactly at I got off at 11. So we were at the right time. We ended at the cutoff time, the absolute cutoff time, because yeah. Remember, 10 is ideally when we want to get off. 10:30 is already overtime, and 11 is like the absolute cutoff time. So we got off at 11. But and I actually went to sleep like about half an hour later because I had to like brush my teeth and get ready for bed. And then yeah, knocked out at 11:30. But then the problem was, I woke up like an hour 11 minutes later at around 12:41 in the morning, and then I made the mistake of going on my phone. But now I'm already awake again because now I'm browsing through like Reddit and watching Twitch and YouTube and then getting news, and then yeah, it's just the problem is I can definitely end on time. It's just forcing myself to stay asleep is the hard part. Um, and that's just bad habits from what I would consider an addiction to smartphone and usage. And then, I mean, as soon as you start browsing through like YouTube or Twitch or Reddit, it drives that addiction. So I gotta put the phone on my desk. That's the only way. That's the only way to force me to stay asleep. Anyways, today's short. We're only gonna go until 11, and then we're just gonna head to sleep from there and try and get a full night's sleep. I mean, 11 is already late. Like 10:30 would have been. 10:30 is kind of like the ideal time, and that's already late in itself. So we're gonna try to target between 10:30 to 11. Because I still gotta it still takes me like at least 30 minutes to sleep, like right after brush my teeth and then lay down. It still takes me at least like, I don't know, a solid like 15 minutes to 30 minutes to like fully knock out. Alright, so we got a drilling and I assume a vandal, and then a crag. Or a label. Oh, that's a crag. And okay, so drilling, and I assume that's a vandal. And then crag. And then I got my spark silencer. Oh, Centennial. Okay, it's shorty Centennial's silencer. I didn't see the end of it. It's the cape's blocking it. Oh no, that's a Mosin? Ah, I should have known. The magazine at the bottom gave it away. And then the backside too. So the crag and the label has a really weird, like the back end of the bolt is like sticks out way further, and the Mosin has the very noticeable magazine where the trigger is, and then the top side of it is like metal all the way from the lever. I mean the bolt, the back end of the bolt all the way to the front side of the gun. But yeah, keep forgetting about that. Yeah. I have some cramping right here. I don't know why. Gotta drink a lot of water. I think it's because the way I need to get one of those little nightstand things to put my my phone on when I charge it. Right now I'm just putting it on my windowsill. But it's very hard to reach. So I had to lift. Okay, imagine I'm sleeping like this, right? And then I had to go reach with my left arm on my right arm. It's like I had to twist my body to reach it. I think that's causing the cramp or soreness on my. It's probably compressing the rib cage over here and the muscle fibers, just causing soreness. Yeah, I gotta gotta make it more ergonomic for myself. Speaking of ergonometry,
Hey guys.
Yep. Yep. Speaking of ergonometry, it took me from 2013 all the way until 2000 and March 2025 to finally get the proper arm stand for my monitor. It took me that long. I could have gotten it earlier, but I don't know why I procrastinated. But I think maybe it's because I didn't want to yeah, it was just procrastination. That's all. But I just had my monitor directly on my table, and it was very unergonomic because you had to be looking down like this.
Church.
Jesus Christ. They're probably like, what's going on over there? I'm okay. Quietly struggling over here.
I'm gonna check this tower.
Alright.
I'll grab these clues.
Okay.
There's I no longer need a slouch.
Pretty sure there's probably a team coming from the east.
Gotcha.
Four shots.
Nothing important up there. You don't really need to get the cards. I mean, you can get the whatever, the one with the eyeball, so that you can see where people are. But it's pretty obvious that it's gonna point to people with the bounty. Usually, it's supposed to point out people closest, but it never works the right way.
Bounty's heading to Lock Bay right now.
I'll stick with this gun for now because I built around it. Let's I remove fast fingers and just put on like a Mosin or something.
Those zombies just got up.
Okay. Holy shit.
These zombies aggroed.
Oh, another squad just northeast of us.
Alright, let them engage.
They might have saw me crossing.
Yeah, they're placing traps.
Fuck, this is wild. Oh my god, we're about to be sandwiched. Alright. I don't really like my position, but... Alright.
Huh. Well, maybe we go back that way.
Okay. There's a trade right over there, but that's risky. Oh, there's a bounty literally in Lock Bay. You want it? Really to get.
Just go back to fight.
They're still in there.
Zero.
Thanks, man.
What the hell is going on?
One northeast 45.
There was a guy over this way.
285. Yeah, could have been like one of the duos. Yeah, it's conduit. The other bounty's heading towards the tower to our northeast.
Other bounties heading our way too from the west.
Okay. What the hell?
He's bleeding.
No.
One's heading west and one's heading east. Near the fence.
I have 4 players here. One here. And the other one is here. That's sorted.
By the hay bale?
One here. Got one here. Have one to restore the guy here.
What's up, bomb?
Oh, oh, oh. I have two here and one more here.
Oh, damn it.
Going up top. We're getting flanked.
Beetle.
Kinda wanna get the dude's Mosin. Yeah, I literally could not see the guy. I only saw him that one time I shot him. Yeah, it's really hard to see him. Really hard to see him. They're on the back side of the tower. They're not in the tower. Oh, they are in the tower.
The hell? It's a trio. Nice shot, dude.
Got one.
Not sure where the other guy was.
How did he see that? Holy moly. I thought it was just a regular, like, sack of rice or something. They're like on the opposite side of the building, so it's gonna be hard to see them from here. Unless they move. And then that other sniper. That opened me a little bad. I did 133 to his chest. He did 107 and then a follow up 143 to me. I don't think they're gonna poke their head out.
Just got the drilling. Can't see him.
I was behind a tree. Holy fuck.
Nice.
He look at
You
me.
with someone?
He might have been part of the duo. The first guy we downed.
Let's light him. Damn it.
We have a choke guy here.
Still got that drilling guy over there too. This is a very, very confusing round.
One's heading to the nearest supply point.
Hey, Granny. I have just one guy here.
Yeah, he needs to get his dark side, so he's got a loot. I'll stick with them. I want to go hunt the other guys down, but I don't want to lose track. There is still one more guy. So we shot two, but there's still one more that shot at us. One or two. So this definitely has been a very confusing match. There's like a couple duos.
Watch barrels. Oh, I tagged him.
I have a cover.
They're down below. They're up top.
Have one on my body, I think. Yep, have one on my body. You have necro.
Oh, I ran out. Is he on the ground level?
Tag.
Nice.
Nice, nice.
Oh, thanks, man.
He's back up.
Clear.
Nice.
I only see 2 bodies.
Yeah, I think this is a server full of duos, man.
Mhm. Frag uppercut. Double upcuts.
There's still, pretty sure there's one guy out there somewhere.
Yeah, he was in the forest fire when we were in the swamps.
Yep.
We can head to the burning convoy, see if the chariot's cart there.
This guy burned out instantly, man.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it was low health, that's why. This was the stealthiest match I've ever played. But the reason why I didn't want to rush in is because, I mean, I already died the first time when I tried to rush in on that one guy. Good thing is our teammate found him and downed him. But you could kind of tell that they wanted to play like really sneaky. So I think that's, for me, I think what I gotta do is I gotta go at the team spacing rather than like just go out there and try and like, you know, just rush in or try and like flank on my own.
Shadow.
Cards are still there. So good. Yep. You can take it. I don't really care about the cards as long as somebody gets it. That was the trap, the barn, but I don't see anything.
Yeah. I put the trap there.
Okay.
Didn't know if someone was following us.
True. Wait up. When I hit X, oh okay. I'll try to get it to load the regular rounds. Spark's a pretty neat gun, to be honest. Very versatile. If you're trying to get into sniping, work on the. I would say just nail the spring foot down. Once you nail the spring foot down, you can literally just nail any other sniper gun. Reason why the spring foot is the cheapest one. It has a medium ammo, and depending on whether you put a high velocity or dum-dum round, it'll still do damage. It's not weak by any means, but very affordable. It's only 38 for the regular, and then you put dum-dum rounds, that's an extra like, I don't know, like 30. Or 40. So, still very affordable with special rounds. And then for the pistol, I would say you could go with the gaunt if you want, but I would say do it until you have a good amount of currency, and then shift over to the officer or the new army. But there's nothing wrong with the gaunt. If you're gonna do it, just go silencer. And then once you get the Springfield down, you move on to either the Sparks or martini. See which one you like. Personally, I like the martini, but I can interchange with sparks and martini. Both are fine. Both have their own strengths and weaknesses. Sparks absolutely hits harder, even though they both use long ammo. But I believe the Sparks has the edge of having a longer barrel, so higher velocity rounds. I mean, the rounds are naturally just has a higher muzzle velocity. But with either one, you can literally put HV rounds on either one. But yeah, Sparks has a slightly better damage, but they're almost around the same price. Both you would need fast fingers to kind of optimize for it. You don't need bullet grubber unless your gun specifically calls for it. The nice thing about both is you can have a hybrid ammo setup, so you can have regular rounds and then you can have special rounds, or you can do both special rounds. It's really your preference, but flexibility, portability.
These guys not shooting.
Yeah, it is. I personally like the Martini, but I think you'll see me play the Sparks as well. I think they're both good. I think that it's whatever mood you feel. It's like sniper. Go with the Sparks. If you like a more marksman-like rifle that sits right in between like a battle rifle and a sniper rifle. You got a marksman rifle. The Martini is more akin to kind of like a early age marksman rifle. Kind of think of it like the M48-5. Normally you would categorize that as a sniper rifle, but it falls more closer towards a marksman rifle. Not all marksman rifles are semi-auto. You're probably thinking SKS, SVD, the Mark 11, or the M39, but believe it or not, M48-5 I believe is also a marksman rifle. Even though it's a bolt action. I'm curious about that round. That was the most hunter down your teammate. Downed you. Down your teammate. So I don't know if they were down by the other team, but we downed one of their guys. I assume they got knocked out by the other squad. This one was confusing. Your teammate down is hunter, and we acquired both bounties from them. So they were down by another squad? What? Okay, so this one for sure we got. We might have gotten one, and then the other two ran. Okay. So teammate down is hunter, and then the other two ran, and then we hunted them down and killed them at the bottom. They could have stayed at the top of the building or stayed in the building and made it harder for us, but they decided to. I've always said about Stillwater, or that portion of that map, is you never want to get to the beneath area, like below the deck or below the where the walkways are. Because once you get down there, people who are at the top have every ways to see you, and you have no hard cover. Yeah, you can kind of look around the buildings and stuff, but there's just so many places you can hide before you get knocked. But it kind of goes both ways. If you're wandering around the top of the, you know, where the decks are, but you get shot there too because you're kind of sticking out. But still, you still have the advantage of elevation and angle. So it's risky to go down there. So that, I guess that's the mistake that they made. They could have easily picked us off if they stayed in one of the buildings. But yeah, so we down the whole squad. Down one of the guys. And then we down to this one of the guys from this squad, but we don't know what happened. So maybe the server might have been fully wiped, but we just never knew what happened with the other players. Maybe the other team got to them. But that was a good example of a really I would say a good example of a match where playing patiently and playing quietly was key, because there was a lot of moments where we how do you say, we were kind of at a disadvantage, sandwiched in, or just our positioning was in a very, like, you know, we knew that the other teams were on their way, and we knew that we're gonna get flanked, so that was very risky. But yeah, kind of kept it together there. Um, all right, so we got 3 scarce traits out of 7 available. All of these are good. Bullet grabber, pain sense, fast fingers. I think I can remove bullet grabber, unless I go with like a Craig silencer. Gonna need this. I don't remember if I have an extra. It's so weird that some rifles. Okay, so I was talking about this earlier. Martini and Sparks. It's just the regular Sparks. Very similar in damage. Sparks has the advantage of drop range. I assume that it can mean either a few things. It can either mean that the gunpowder that's used, there's more of it, or it uses a more powerful gunpowder, or simply put, the barrel is longer. Longer barrel translates to higher muzzle velocity, and it goes to show it's right here. So this one's 533. That's 133 higher in terms of meter per second. That's a lot more than the Martini. As I said, you want the sniper, and the cheapest, one of the cheaper ones in the long ammo category. Then you got the Sparks. But if you're going for like the cheapest, then I would say the Springfield. And then if you can nail that one down, move on to either the Martini or the Sparks, whichever you, I'd say, experiment around. But the Sparks is definitely slightly stronger, sure. But it does have a longer cycle time, slightly longer reload speed as well. So the Martini is obviously shorter, but shorter cycle time. So it has the benefit of speed. That's all. And rate of fire is higher too. So as I said, both has their strengths and weaknesses. But if you want to get into long ammo, those are the two ones to sort of intro into. And here's the Springfield. So it's large slot and then it's medium. And there's only 38. Literally the least expensive rifle in the game. Right behind, well, the bullseye version, but the Springfield anything is the most affordable rifle in the game. But yeah, I think for me, the Springfield teaches me discipline. That's why I run it sometimes. Like if I'm playing poorly and I need to kind of like hone in, I jump on the Springfield. Because I feel like when I jump in on something like a Vetterli, it spoils me because of it is a bolt action, but it has multiple rounds. It's faster cycle time, and when I get on something semi-auto, I tend to miss more because in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I got many shots to take, and rather than taking my time, you know, that's why I jump on the bolt action to kind of control and kind of remember that hey, I gotta take my time on these shots. So I did say I was gonna run the Craig. I'm gonna drop fast fingers. I don't need that for Craig. You also don't need bullet grubber as well. I'm gonna drop those. Maybe I want to get fanning. I know I can get iron eye if I want to, but I'm so used to using it without it that I think I'm fine. I don't even I don't really need to get iron eye if I don't want to. But I've been using pistols without it anyways, so I'm fine. But if you feel like you're into a lot of CQC situation and you don't have a CQC weapon, no, you got your only pistol. If you see fanning on the ground, I would say always get that and use it accordingly. If you're not gonna use it, then you can always salvage it for points towards something else. Remember, it's like fanning and levering is 7 to 8 points, so it's always worth picking up and then do with what you need, like either salvage or use it. Yeah. That was Wednesday. I'm gonna be occupied on Sundays, so I'll be on maybe the first half of the day, a little bit short stream in the night, but it won't be like a full day for me. Oh, do I have weeklies? Oh no, I don't. Oh man, this is Sniper Squad. Alright. Craig? Okay. From what I remember, the bolt lever is diagonal like this. It's shorter. It doesn't like go like this. It's more like shorter and then it angles like 45 degrees down right. The back of the bolt sticks out a lot. Smooth. The crag has a longer indent, and the middle, from the back of the stock to the middle, the wood covers all the way from the bottom to the top. Then halfway through, or a little under halfway, the wood kind of cuts off from the top, middle, and stretches all the way to the end of the barrel. The bottom is it's wood all the way from the stock all the way to the front. So it's that. No mag. But what gives it away is the bolt. The bolt and the yeah. I only got maybe an hour or so. So I end at it's 11 plus 12. It's 23, right? 23 my time. I was trying to get used to what you call it? Military time? Or just like the 24-hour standard time. I need to get like I need to get a better understanding of it, because especially during traveling. My leg. My leg is falling asleep. My leg is falling asleep. Ah, my god. I feel like there's usually a team that spawns like maybe kingfish or miners, Bali, to the south east side of the map. Or southwest side of us. I'm just trying to be careful. Okay. Okay, good to know that the crag you don't need bullet rubber or what do you call it? Fast fingers, because it's not a single action.
Shooting arrows. That's me shooting the meathead over here. There's Lightfoot here if you want.
I'm good. You get on the other side. Back. I was rubber banding the other match. I don't know what's going on. Oh, sometimes the Sealed Horde would be here. It'd be kind of, the room would be all like red. Pretty cool.
Somebody used a dark site near the scout tower. There's 2 bodies out here. One more around somewhere.
Yeah, she went down here, but I don't know where she ran to. Oh shit, she's a magician.
Where I showed. Another team, I guess.
Corner, left. Thank you.
There's people, another team.
Mm-hmm. Ouch. Just... Where did she came from? Yeah, do ambushed. I did not see that. I was like, just about to loot, but didn't even check. I think he was on the Beatles side. He did mention that it was a separate team. Somewhere. It's like, no. I have to go with this guy. Good thing that was an extra one. An extra crack that I had sitting around. It always sucks to lose the silence one. Okay, so just go with the weakened versions. Should I go with like a broke hero build? Let's do it. Or pretend like we are. Everything here I would set up for like if you're low on hunt dollar minus these two. These two I would switch it out for like a dynamite regular and a regular molly. Those are cheaper. Tools I think are just always gonna be the same no matter what. Choke, confuse, melee, and first aid. That always holds true. And then this. I think a smart way to do it is to run regular and dum-dum rounds like that. That's 25 each, so maybe just one set of dum-dum rounds. Smarter way to do it. And then pick yourself up on the Gaunt. Be the lowest priced. Still, even the silence variant is it's only 27, so why not, right? And you get a dum-dum round with it. That's about 50. So that's how I would set up sort of a 0 to hero run. Well, 0 would be like you have nothing, but sort of I would say like a low deficit to hero run. That's how I would set it up. Shotguns, you just swap out switch Springfield for Romero. If you are into levering, I would switch it out for Frontier or Ranger. Either one works. As I think either one are levering, right? Ranger is definitely levering. Same with Frontier. If you like sort of like the not exactly bolt action, but what'd you call it? Pump action. Get the merit down. Still compact. Good amount of ammo, good cycle time. It's just you won't be able to utilize levering, but it makes up for that and shorter reload speed. So there's that. And then if you like something that is, well, I guess the three medium, like the medium ammo rifles are at that price range below 100 is the 1865 carbine, which is neither a lever action or pump action. It's more like, I don't even know what you call it. It's not a single action either. The Federally, which is a bolt action, and Springfield, which is a think they call it a breech loading rifle, or single action something. Single action. Forgot the name of it. See. Oh yeah, it is breech loading. Okay. I mean, just like the Martini, right? They're both breech loading. Well, this one's a breech loading trapdoor, and then Martini and Sparks are also considered breech loading in this game. So. All three of them work with fast fingers. Oh, I didn't got. I didn't have to do that. Usually there's people at Slaughterhouse or Stillwater. Terrific. I don't know if it's still there or not. These guys are cool. They wait until I'm here. So if you see a death sheet on your teammates, if you're far away from teammate, what you would do is you would just wait for them to get closer, and then you use it. You do it if you do it too far away, then they won't be able to pick it up on time. That's something I keep forgetting about. They only have an hour and a minute and 30 seconds to pick up the trait, so yeah, sometimes you gotta wait until your teammate gets closer. That's a random uppercut. Now if I can find FMJ rounds, that'd be perfect. Although the gun is it's still really strong for just regular rounds. Alright. I could just pick up the Vedali now. I mean... Yeah, let's do it. Why not, right? 100... What, like 20 or something? It's bolt action with medium ammo. The network has been kind of wonky. Right away. I don't know if there's some sort of update or not, but it's been really weird. Yeah. Alright, we got from a Springfield to a Valley. What we'll be upgrading to next. Alright, FMJs and Dundum rounds. Oh, that's fine.
Nothing, just waiting.
Okay. I just need to find another box of special ammo.
Just pooping.
Guess we go to Raja then. Somebody already picked the chariot, I assume. It's so weird sometimes when you pass by the burning convoy, and then sometimes you'll see the other team didn't pick it up. That's generally something you would always want to get. Covering just in case. Maybe I find a wildland. I'm going from a Springfield to Valley to potentially a wildland. My gun is evolving. Maybe I should have put the FMJs on the Papacat instead. This is a third 4-shot boom. Oh man. Does he want that bear deer? You want the bear deer? Alright, well. Yeah, bear deer with spitzer rounds, so. Alright. My gun is evolving. Sadly, I don't have bullet grubber, but we'll make it work. Jesus, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I should put the FMJ on the uppercut. Because I can end up replacing the primary at some point. That's what I said about this season. You don't really need to go in with an expensive build because you can come out, assuming you do pretty well, you can come out there with a lot more. Just go in low investment build and then come out big. Tell me that you're actively looting and able to survive. Wow, the other team just straight up dipped. That'd be kind of ironic if we get contested for Racha. Harder than the team with the double bounties. That'd be crazy to be able to put shredder rounds on this gun. I mean dum dum round. I literally don't know where he is. I don't have my training wheels on.
The below.
I don't have my blast sense or pain sense. I think I'm in a safe spot for now. I'm afraid they're gonna down her. It's risky. She can fall back to that, like back and then towards the building, maybe. Come back around. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what I was.
There's a guy a month or so.
Cause that spot is out, like out in the open. Ah! My button wouldn't ping. I was trying to ping and run to cover. I gotta rebind my key. My middle mouse click button is not as responsive. It's sometimes it would like not trigger. So I'm just standing there like a sitting duck trying to like point. What does Q do in this game? Maybe I can set that. Key. Oh. Wait. It's so crazy. The team that got the spider was able to get out uncontested. The moment we fight a Rotjaw, we get ambushed. Left side of the balcony.
He's underwater.
Fuck. Holy fuck, man.
Nice.
That clogger is landing it off me. God damn. That
It's white.
yeah, that was all three. Crazy bitch. Dude, every time she shot me, she landed a fucking headshot. Oh, she fucked up now, bitch. Fucked up, Aaron. Dragon
You
katana.
got-
I get. Is there one up there? They had the. Okay, so they had the chariot card early in the game. They saw the bounty team run for the exit and they never used it. What is this? Look! I picked up the card right here from them. Why? What the fuck? That's some bullshit. Okay. I'm gonna leave these bodies here just in case. Alright. Who's that third player at? I think I downed her like in the water somewhere. But too lazy to grab it. Okay. Alright. Well, went from Springfield and most just a regular Nagant pistol all the way up to went to a Vedali to a bear deer. From a Vedali to a bear deer. They had a crack, so I could pick that up, but right into a Mosin. That's nice. And then from the Nagant to an uppercut, so that's big. So they never got the trade. So they got the cards, but they never got the bizarre. Really bizarre. Sometimes they will loot everything else but the cards, or everything else but the sometimes even the boons. And they'll skip the boons sometimes. That kind of disoriented me. Guess we can head down here. Clean that up. We could even check Alice's farm too, I guess. Oh, frustration. Big money. Stamina. Ah, good. What was this? Maybe Berserker Rampage? Okay, let's see what's up here. Centennial. I don't know if there's anything I would want from up there unless it's like, I don't know, a drilling or something. Oh yeah, we went to check Alice. So what he technically did was he airbursted the big bundle of dynamites. So he cooked it and then he set it off. He did get the gator though. He picked me up in time, luckily enough, so that I was able to restore my health. That was kind of funny. The other way would just to be use a wax dynamite. That works too. But the thing is, you have to do it at the right time. Like, the thing is, you have to get a teammate to bait the croc and try and throw the dynamite where it's safe to hit the croc, but not your teammate, which is kind of risky. So that's why most teams don't really do it, mess around with the explosives, because it's you can knock down your teammate by accident. And should there be another team that ambushes us, then yeah. Centennial. A label. Oh my god. Craig LaBelle. Right here. You know what? This point's here. Oh man, 2 registers and I don't have enough? God damn it, man. You serious? 1, 2. I don't have full points on me. Oh, good. I didn't want to waste it on the dark side since we're here extraction. What would be a good spot to stand in? Probably over here. By this rock, if you could. Nice little ditch here with some shadows. You don't really want to be standing like near that tree line. So where the sun is beaming. Otherwise your shadow will stick out. Throwables can shine minute, but they're very hard to hit. Okay. I only have enough for one more round, and then I gotta head out as required to my my sleeping schedule. Okay, so I have so many uppercuts that they won't let me get rid of it, my current one. Look at that. 3 contraband ones, like regular looted ones, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then 10 altogether. 10. We have 10 uppercuts. That's why they're not letting me put away one. Simple man. If you see a dodge or an uppercut, you know what you gotta do. So dodge has its own special round. Funny thing is, dodge is more expensive than the Mosin, the base dodge, and then when you go up to claw and bullseye, it's 700, 725. But I mean, compare that to the price of the uppercut, which is what, like 310, and then you got the dodge. You gotta go to special rounds and then the pistol. There it is. And then you look at the Mosin. Like just a regular base Mosin, 620. Dodge is more expensive. Let's see. What's a rifle that uses bullet rubber? Let's see, medium. Probably this one, right? Oh, that's fast fingers. Is this also breech loading? Oh, 2-stage percussion cap. Breech loading trapdoor, and then what about the martini? Single shot breech loading rifle. Breech loading trapdoor. And then Springfield. And the Sparks. Big game single shot rifle. Just single shot. I'm thinking about it. Should I just go back on my classic? Dude, every time I play the martini, for some reason I just have the worst luck. I just get owned. I mean, we'll try it. Throwing axe is fine. Not too worried about the big bundle. I do need to get this and this. Okay. A lot of good ones. I'll remove Magpie. I don't need levering. Unless I run a Centennial and try and find a wildland. Can I do that? Why not? Let's do it. I have a trauma available. Okay. Let's build around levering then. Necro, Remedy, Rampage. Remedy, Rampage, Berserker, Catalyst, Surefoot. Those are the ones I need. These are too good. Serpent and Surefoot, I wouldn't recommend removing, but There's 3 scarce traits that I need to pick up: Shadow, Relentless, and Death Cheat. So, sadly, those gotta go. So that's 2 spaces open, and then you got one that's always open, that +1. That leaves it for that. Okay. I gotta remember not to pick up Shadow Leap. The thing is, when you pick up the Empress card, it gives you a random trait. And oftentimes I find myself getting Shadow Leap unintentionally. So, this is the card I'm talking about. Grants Catalyst, Necromancer. It always guarantees either Catalyst, Necromancer. And 1 random burn or scarce trait. Wait. Catalyst, Necro, and 1 random. So it always grants 3. Guaranteed to have Necro and Catalyst. Which is why, like, when I see teammates run through the burning card, I'm surprised they never prioritize the Empress card. I mean, it's always, like, good to have extra traits. Unless they're saving for, like, Death Cheat or something. I honestly don't know. Okay. I got down a lot that round, and teammate was cool enough to get me up those times, but I got a position better. I think wherever I was standing was too obvious, and I was probably, my silhouette was probably like sticking out. Oh, okay. I was like, did I forget to put on special rounds on the uppercut? So, surprisingly, the Centennial, I would say, the one thing it's not good for is long range, prolonged engagement. But that's just with, I guess with any rifle with limited ammo, but I think if you can think of any, like, rifle that causes you to shoot a lot, more than you normally would, and not really meant to hit at long range, then unless you have a scope, you're fine. But iron sight, tool for everything. If you have a scope on it, it's fine for long range. But I think for me, I often run into an issue of expending too much rounds.
We got 4-shot up here.
I'm gonna save just 2 points, see if I find a register or something. You know what? Maybe if we run in a Rotjaw, it might be worth it to have a boon. Almost 11, so I gotta end after this round. But I'll try and I think I was left off on clearing Acts 1 and Diablo 4, so that's the plan. For at least like 2 hours, and then 2 hours of a hunt.
Blueprints.
Wow, brawler. It's nice. I guess the 2 reasons is, one, having a secondary game is a good breakaway. I think for me it's like if you spam a game for too long, you know, every day, like the same game every day, it can cause burnout. So it's nice to have like another game to kind of relax in. Number 2 is I'm keeping it to a stricter time now, so that I am not staying up as late as I was in the last like month or two, where I'm like, you know, up until like 3 or 4 a.m. Just not too healthy for me, sleep wise, or lack of sleep wise.
Fighters here.
But yeah, mainly sleep schedule need to be stricter, and
There's a 4-shot for 1 here in the little room. We should get that as we run, not now.
okay. Dude, I'm doing this pretty well. Yes. I'll get it now. Holy mother of traps.
Golden register.
Where? What the hell? I've only ever gotten 4.
Golden register, Bubs. You must come for it.
Oh, I did. I double or triple trapped the windows on this side. Don't get it yet. Wait till we're running.
Oh. I got it. J rounds.
Oh, it's not far. Yeah, maybe we should get it for when teams pull up.
FMJs or HV rounds? We'll keep that like it is. We'll keep these ammo here just in case I need to. I'm gonna close the door. So that we know that they're in here.
Toolbox on me.
Alright, I'm gonna go back. I need to get some more traps out. Holy traps. Yeah, this building is the one I was mentioning. I said that there's no windows whatsoever at the bottom. So there's no real way to get into here unless you go through the you go through the train cart right over on this side of the building beneath me. Holy traps. Yeah, if you go to the train cart, which is right underneath where I'm standing, in the center, and then you can reach to the bottom. But that's the only way in.
If you don't got magpie, I'll take it. Oh, you take it anyways.
Claire.
You can take it. One, two, three, four, five,
Our
six,
50 cents
seven,
of blood
8.
bonds. We must preserve them.
That's fine with me. Well,
If this is Rotjaw, we'll fight it, but otherwise, yeah, we'll just go.
First scan.
that's fine. Alright. Let's end the day there. Peace.
GG.
GG.
Every server that Squaretech sends me, I'm gonna bring it up every time. They gotta put into their coding that prevents the game from allowing, or okay, simply put, the game should never have it where bounties spawn directly in there, an extraction point, regardless, even if it's hidden. It just makes it less interesting. It kind of is almost antithetical to the game, right? One is to hunt players and bounties and, put yourself in a higher risk, high reward situation. Not these whole clear boss and run out as soon as possible. Unless you're solo. Solo is more forgiving, but squads, I want to get into more engagements. That's by a long time feedback for Hunt. But anyways, good games today. Be on tomorrow, try and rest up and yeah. We'll probably kick it off with D4. D4 does have loot, so if you play that, there's an axe skin available, but you would have to link your Twitch account with your Blizzard account for the loot to work. So once that's done, then you're set. Anyways, yeah, I'm liking where my I think it's called I forgot her name. It's kind of almost like an Amazonian style, even though it's not even called Amazonian. But she plays like an Amazonian, so that's my first time ever playing that far into that type of character. I never played Amazonian and D2, and I haven't tried that yet in PoE 2 if they had one. But the character is very fast. I like it. Very fast and builds around poison. So I'm having fun with Diablo. I'm also enjoying PoE 2. PoE 2 is it's always kind of hard to get through the first 3 acts because depending on how you're crafting and salvaging and whether you are using your currency for trading or crafting, it can be really rough. But I think new or inexperienced players, it's always a good idea to follow a build guide because the game is fairly new for a lot of people. It came out in late, was it like PoE 2 release date? December of 2024. So it's still kind of a relative to, a lot of other ARPGs, it's still fresh. I think Diablo 4 came out in June of that year. Oh no, it was the year before, 2023. But yeah. I mean, yeah, there's still a huge learning curve for PoE 2 in particular. It's weird because there is a build guide ready for me, but I already spec'd the tree a certain way that was from an older build that I had. And I don't know if okay, so I'm in this kind of weird dilemma where should I respec the entire tree and redo? I don't have to redo the whole character. I can just maybe respec the entire tree because I'm not that far in. But I think the more you respec, the more like each node will cost more and more. So I might have to go back through my character's tree and potentially rework it, or I can just work off of what I have already. But the thing is, the build guide has entirely different looking tree. The I think it was Crouching Tuna. He specs straight into a projectile and increased like attack and projectile damage or something. Whereas I spec right into like evasion. So that kind of makes sense because you see how I struggled with damaging bosses. and then I started my damage started ramping up a little bit as I started crafting gear, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I don't know for now. You have a good night and take care.